views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Hey, everybody. It's really great. Welcome. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show, Talk Radio to Thrive By. Thank you all for tuning us in, turning us on. We have a great lineup for you guys today. I always love when I get to introduce all of you all to some of the most incredible people. You know, when our sister stations ran a survey about a year or so ago, what happened was that they discovered what you all want more of. And we listened. And part of our listening really gave birth to transformationradio.fm. And in the process of that, you know, what does that come to mean? So you wanted more of certain things, and you actually didn't want less of anything, which I found kind of interesting. But there was sort of a priority of what you wanted more of. And today's two shows are exactly that. I am so thrilled to introduce all of you to Dr. Linda Salvin joining me here today. This is all about Metaphysical Master. You're going to get to hear about her fabulous upcoming, what I love to call blockbuster radio series with us. And it is so amazing to have her in the house. I want to just tell you all up front, and that is that we will be opening up the phone lines as well. Why? Here's why. You ready? When we come into contact with the people we know, we get to meet people like Dr. Linda, who is noted as a modern psychic. Today, you're going to find out why that is. And what is it about becoming this modern psychic that so taps in to what's happening in our world, what's happening on the planet, and what's happening in your lives? And so today, you're going to hear how her story has taken her in the weaving in and the bobbin, and how she has gotten to be known as one of the most respected and sought after psychics of our time. And so the journey will begin with her story. But I just want to say to everybody that we're going to let you know how to find out more about her. We're going to let you know how, you all can tune into the show today and get a taste of what she's all about. And beyond all of that, we want you to join us as we step into spirituality and soulmates today. What does that even mean for most of us? Many of us begin to feel the pull in a new direction to just shape up in life. We become open to new forms of spirituality. We all of a sudden now are following the messages, the guidance of the universe. What does it look like? Well, sometimes we pray. Sometimes we tap into our intuition. Sometimes we meditate. Sometimes we look at the beauty of candles and what it means to look into the light. Sometimes we have spiritual awakenings and become a participant getting off the sidelines of life. That's it. You got to get off the sidelines of life. Because if you continue to sit on the sidelines, first of all, you're never going to be able to win at the game. And secondly, who knows what happens to you as the team moves on. Today, Linda's going to talk with us about various techniques, how to do that, how to open up to these universal messages, and her journey of how did she become a psychic, And what does that actually mean? Dr. Linda, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Hi, Pat. That's an amazing introduction. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be part of your network and your show.
Well, it's interesting. The listeners made it really, really clear to us and others about what they're looking for and what they wanted. And, so what does that even mean? I mean, if you're going to ask listeners a question, right, then you know what? You really need to be better. You better be prepared to deliver. And that's really your journey and your story. So how did you get to be in this present moment with all of us? And what are the challenges you had to punch out and get behind?
Oh, there were a couple of them,
all right.
Pat. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened.
Do it.
I grew up here in Los Angeles, California, which is where I'm based, and went off to college and graduate school, grad studies in epidemiology, which is study of epidemics and diseases in the human population at the University of Michigan. In 1977, I came back to Los Angeles. I was working in the aerospace industry, and then I got a job in an insurance company working in environmental health because my background's public health. And I was out of town on my first out-of-town assignment here in Los Angeles. We were up in San Jose, and on the way home, the plane crashed. So it was a Boeing 737 plane, and I had a premonition that there could be a problem about an hour before we took off, but it was my first premonition in my whole life, and I never understood it, so I didn't think anything of it. But the plane crash landed to avoid collision with another plane taking off on the same runway, and the probability of all of us surviving was 2 billion to 1. And as I came down the ramp, where there's no stairs, a loud voice took over, a whoosh of energy went through me, and when I hit the ground and started running out on the playing field, and when I finally stopped, I was 50 feet out of my body on the left, and I was 5'8" on the right, so it was like being a cyclops. And I had been to one psychic in my life, and a friend of mine after the accident said to go to the psychic, and she had explained to me that I became a walk-in. And a walk-in is where you're in a near-death experience where the souls exchange, and she said whatever entered you is a psychic. And I laughed because I said I'm not a psychic. And sure enough, I'm psychic. And it took about 6 years to recuperate from that horrible experience of the trauma and the post-traumatic stress and the integration of mind, body, spirit, and all of the shakeup. And during that time, while I was healing from the trauma of the plane crash, I was in my car and got hit by a fire truck. And 2 years after that, 1984, I totaled a car on a rainy night, had the white light experience and was given the choice to live or die. And the same voice that spoke to me coming down the ramp spoke to me again during the white light. So I was initiated by the other side to find a calling, but I didn't listen and I didn't embrace it for 12 years. I ran from all the psychic stuff. I didn't like it. I was embarrassed. And back in the 80s, nobody was talking about this.
No, not at all. And actually, if you did talk about it,
you were weird.
You were weird, and you could end up in an institution.
Exactly. And Pat, you know as well as I do that the metaphysical world and the spiritual world has really grown since the 90s and in the 2000s. But back then, I was 27 to 30 years old going through all of this. While all my friends were becoming yuppies, I was becoming psychic and spiritual. So it was a very lonely, painful, frightening experience. And at the same time, just as you were saying at the introduction, I let go, let God. I started following the energy. I didn't know where I was going, but I had to let go of corporate ideas and financial ideas and everything I ever thought because something had changed. And the more I let go, doors started opening. And then after I finally sort of hit the bottom with all of this, I had an emergency hysterectomy 10 years later, and I opened up as a healer. And I was healing so many people with this gift that I was given that I developed tumors in my hips and thighs, and over 100 of them were removed.
Wow.
In 1996, and I became a medium.
Wow.
So trauma in my life gave me these gifts of being a psychic, a metaphysical healer, and a medium. I did not go looking for this. I didn't ask for it. It happened to me. And had it not happened, and I was listening to this, I would think she's crazy. But I lived it. And in 1994, a local FM rock station here in Los Angeles was looking for psychics to do a nighttime show with the show host, and I was chosen out of 360 people. And I became the first radio psychic to really syndicate a show. I got into talk radio, and of course the FCC was definitely against it because there's rules against talk psychics and stuff, but I broke ground. Yeah. And then I got into cable radio, which is one of your stations, and I was there for 9 years, and then I went on to CBS stations, and I syndicated across the country, and I did radio for about 18 to 20 years before the internet, but I would do readings and channel people and talk about all the different topics, and along the way I got my PhD in metaphysics to qualify and quantify the woo-woo with the science and
yeah, exactly. And part of this, though, is also being in this game so early on, right? You've been able to see the changes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have watched people, society, and the world change. More and more people are looking for something to believe in. Look at the state of affairs and the sad state of the world and the frightening things we have between ISIS and then what just happened in South Carolina with 9 people being killed in church in a Bible class. I mean, it's just devastating, and yet people like you and me try to bring the light into people's lives. I don't work at the mass level of world predictions like a Nostradamus. My calling has been one-on-one with individuals, because if we fix ourselves, we can fix the world.
And let me tell everybody, we're getting ready to do it right now. We're going to take a short break. But for those of you out there that would like to call in and experience what it's like to work with Dr. Linda, this is really the time for you guys to do it. There's a special show for all of you today with Dr. Linda. And by the way, this is not a one-night stand. She's going to be back with us each month. So, if you don't get into the show today, then we'll make sure you do moving forward. 1-800-930-2819. 1-800-930-2819. When we come back, we're going to tell you how you can connect with Linda directly. We're going to talk about how do we learn about spirituality? What is some of the dynamics going on out in the world today? What are we so angry about and afraid to lose, or perhaps better, afraid to gain? We're going to take a short break, everyone. 1-800-930-2819 to get in the queue to find out, get a little insight. Dr. Linda Salvin in the house. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Preceding audio was via a Skype call.
Are you feeling broken from your relationships? Are you second-guessing yourself about friends, family, and lovers? Tune into the hit show that's creating a buzz in the love-seeking community. Love Seeker Radio, finding love for your authentic self with renowned love coach Heather Lynn. Tired of dissatisfying relationships? Kiss them goodbye and power up your love seeker energy. Coach Heather Lynn reminds you that you can just be you, the beautiful and perfect you. Visit heatherlynncoaching.com to learn more.
Dr. Linda Salvin, Metaphysical Master, now bringing insight and metaphysical abundance to your living room with her spirit-filled candle line, Wicks of Wisdom. Dr. Linda's unique formulations of pure and powerful herbs, oils, and essences can assist you in love, luck, finances, health, and more. Wait till you experience the power of Wicks of Wisdom. Find out how these amazing candles can help you. See them now and order yours at lindasalvin.com or call 888-509-1077.
This is Lynn Brown from the show Winning at the Game of Life. Listen, it's time to enrich your money stories and open your path to all that you desire. We all have limiting beliefs which we accumulate from our life experiences, ancestors, and past lives. These beliefs block our ability to receive the unlimited flow of abundance that the universe is constantly offering to us. Why are we so emotionally caught up on the word money? It's only one of the many forms of abundance. I'm excited to uncover your unique stories and limiting beliefs around money and abundance, as well as give you tools to release them from your space. It's time to invest in yourself. You deserve everything you ever imagined and more. Call me to schedule a reading at 844 letter B Intuit or letter R letter U Intuit.com.
Lynn was very accurate, and she was so clear in explaining everything to me. I highly recommend Lynn to all of you.
Tired of traditional talk? People pontificating about this or that, the left or the right. Sometimes the truth is just all lost in the noise. Tune in each week to Straight Talk with Chuck Gallagher on TransformationTalkRadio.com, Mondays at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, as nationally known guests talk about what's important to you, your life, your concerns, and your success. Tune in and turn on to Straight Talk with Chuck Gallagher. Visit ChuckGallagher.com for more information.
Do you want to transform your life's trauma and challenges into the gift that your life was meant to be? It's time for you to take control of your soul journey to heal, grow, and shine. Manifest your destiny with Wendy Wolf, soul transformer, energy, and psychic healer. To start your soul journey, contact Wendy at healgrowshine.com or email Wendy at wendy@wendyrwolf.com and start your adventure today.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Where do I begin? No words can explain the way I'm missing you tonight. This emptiness is holding up inside.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Transformation Talk Radio. Many of you are listening through there. Some of you have actually gone to our beta site, transformationradio.fm. Yes, we did invite you to do that because we want you to poke around, look around, and you're absolutely right. You know, send us email, info@thedrpatshow.com. If you see something that's a little wonky, we've been getting your feedback. But please keep in mind, you know, these are beta sites. We don't have live programming up just yet, but we will at the end of the month. We are planning our announcement for the 4th of July for those of you out there, and to be in full gear by September. And so lots of exciting things going on. And thank you to all of you listeners for providing us with the input. And, you know, as a result of that, we got to, you know, have this amazing connection with Dr. Linda Salvin joining us here today. And before we go to the phones, before we help people learn about that spirituality, Linda, let's make sure folks know how they can schedule a full session with you because, you know, these radio readings are short, right?
Absolutely. I just give a little tidbit so that people know I have the gift, but for people to really experience, I've been doing this for over 20 years. And as you know, I was one of the original radio psychics back in 1994, long before internet. So I actually created the format for talk radio with psychic stuff. So I have people call in, I talk to them, and then off the air, you would call toll free at 888-509-1077 or visit my website and click on Linda Salvin, LindaSalvin.com. You can pay for your reading online, and then once I get the email that you've done so, I'll call you back and schedule your appointment. I do everything by phone or Skype.
Awesome. Mr. Benny.
Yep.
Why don't we hit him up?
All right, let's do that. 800-930-2819 is the number for our show. And today, 800-930-2819. Get your reading right now and get it on.
Get it taught right now.
That's right.
It's hot.
Jamil from New York, welcome to the show. What's up?
Jamil.
Hi. Hey, hi, everybody. Thank you.
Man, I haven't heard from you in a long time.
That's what I said.
How are you?
I know. I'm doing good. I was telling Benny, I love when you all just be sitting around talking and just sort of have the back and forth. It's very cute, very adorable. So it's very cute.
You know, I got to tell you though, wait, Benny's like, he's like pushing like in another year, you know, it's going to be like the longest relationship I've ever had right here at Mr. Benny. And you want to hear the good news? I have not had to have his children. Okay. Okay, that is
you figure that one out, Jamil. You just figure it out.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But I want to introduce you to my friend, Dr. Linda.
Yes, I know. I'm so happy that I'll be able to call in and sort of click on the website and Soul Loop is on. That's what I do. If I call into a program, whatever, I'll see, what's sort of drawing me, what I'm feeling. I saw that hi, Dr. Linda, that Dr. Linda was on. And I said, well, let me just call in. Hi. And I would call in and see if I could, if she could pick up anything for me. You see, I think my situation here is that, for a long time I've been a caregiver for my mother. And I've also had some issues with some, anxiety and some other things.
Well, what about just a question? Because the main thing I got from you was about your love life and about love. So here you're talking about caregiving, and that's giving a lot of love to your mother. And at the same time, your own love life is being sacrificed because you're giving so much to your situation that you're suffering is what I'm getting around.
Wow. Let me tell you something.
Love, but you don't have a partner.
Is Dr. Linda good or not? Come on, let me hear it.
She's good. Yes, definitely. Yes. So she's wonderful. I would go ask you, because that's been definitely forefront of my mind, because I've been transitioning from being, the person who's helping all the time, and actually to the boundaries.
To get your life back.
And
why don't you call me off there? I'd be more than happy to go into detail. We've got so many people calling that I've got to give everybody a chance. But if you call me off the air and schedule an appointment with me, I'd be more than happy to go through. It's kind of like playing pin the tail on the donkey without the blindfold.
Yeah, but you want to hear something interesting, which you don't know, Dr. Linda. Here's what you don't know. We always ask people, what do you want to know more about when they call into the show? Before Jamel actually could even say what he was looking for, right, Jamel? You were like, okay, I'm looking for a hubby. Dr. Linda's like, oh, it's your love life. It's your love life. We didn't tell her that, just so you know. We did not tell her.
Oh, my God.
No, we didn't tell her that.
No, I'm a psychic.
Yeah.
I'm a real psychic. I just picked up on it. I can hear someone's voice and get a message.
All right, so Jamel, do you have her phone number? Honey, do you have her phone number?
Yeah, I have a website right before me right now.
She's in your groove right now.
Just send me an email or book an appointment. If you need a discount, email me, and I'll be more than happy to give a Dr. Pat discount.
Wow, that was a little eerie right there.
You got me right there with a discount. I love a discount.
And you love a discount, but you love a discount, but I bet you love a hubby better.
I do. Absolutely. You kidding me? Yes.
I also, since you're on my website, one of the ways I get people married is through my candle line called Wicks of Wisdom. You do the Soulmate Power Attract candles. One person, there's the testimony on the website, he did about 8 sets of candles and found his wife. Another one did about 6 sets of candles and found her husband. The candles we can talk about later, but I do candle magic with Wicks of Wisdom, and you will see your love life change or your finances change, your health, your luck, all sorts of goodies. It's all there at lindasalvin.com.
Great. I can't believe. Well, thank you, everybody, and to Benny and to you, Dr. Pat, and to Linda. It's very warm right now. Just sort of the energy I'm getting from everybody. So I love it.
Spirit. You're getting my spirit. Yeah, you're getting the spirit. It's real spirit. I'm connected from 3 near-death experiences.
Wow. Oh my God. Thank you, Jamil. New York.
And it's warm out here, so he needs to move out. He needs to move out here is what he needs to do. He says it's drying up over there. I'm like, then move west.
Yeah, dude, you are west. So like in the, you're not even, call me personally.
All right.
All right, we're ready.
We'll take one more before next break. And 800-930-2819 is the number here. Renee from Seattle, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Look at you, Dr. Pat. Go, girl.
Yeah, Renee.
And thank you, Linda, so much. I have a quick question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I know that I'm blocking myself. I just don't know specifically what is stopping me.
What's your first name? Is Renee?
Renee.
What's your birthday?
Oh, birthday.
My birthday is 3/11/56.
Blocking with regards to career and finances, or blocking with regards to passion and direction, or blocking with love? Where are you blocked? Because it looks more like career, direction, finances, and it looks like
right there. That's the biggest one for me. That's my main focus.
All right, hang on. I got to tell you, this is a real deal psychic here. So she doesn't even need to hear from you.
No,
Renee.
I don't. I don't like.
She's reading all of us.
Yeah. A lot of it is you've accomplished a lot in your life, and then a lot of it is that you're aging and you're going into a different realm and you don't really know which direction to go into, which is you're not really blocking, you're confused. So by not knowing which way to go, you haven't found the door of which to open, and that looks like it's going to change for you at the end of September going into October and then going into next springtime. This is where my candles, the good luck power, come into play. It removes the blocks and obstacles and doors open quickly. And I would suggest a healing for you because your emotions are stuck within the bones and tissues and organs of your body. Things that happened in your 30s, that something happened, I'm not sure what, but you really shut down on a lot of issues and you've just sort of been on automatic ever since then. You need a cleanse. You need to let go.
That is so helpful. I do appreciate it, and I will be on your website later. I just happened to be an appointment, and I heard you, so I thought I'd try and look at this.
That's fine. I can help and look. I just did a healing on 2 women last week. One whose boyfriend left her after 40 years, and another one who had another love issue, but there was grieving going on due to the loss of a daughter, and I did a healing on both, and I just got a text last night. I feel so empowered because I remove blocks, obstacles, and negativity from the body, which holds our spiritual and emotional states, and I free everybody to live a more happy and joyous life. So you just need to unplug, and I can do that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Let me hear from you. You'll get a discount as well.
I appreciate it.
Wow.
Blessings to you for all.
Renee, you rock. Renee.
Thanks, Renee.
Let's take a short break, everyone. And let me just tell you, folks, we have these phone lines open. How exciting. Or you could go to the drpatshow.com website and put something in its instant feedback if you want to say something. Some of you cannot call in. But 1-800-930-2819. 1-800-930-2819. When we come back, Mary, don't go away. We're going to get to you when we come back, okay? But for those of you out there wanting to call in, 1-800-930-2819. When we come back, we're going to take you on this journey. What is this thing about spirituality that is so prominent right now? Why is it that intuition is not the thing you want to put at the bottom of your list right now? How does intuition help us gain insight into living an epic life? We'll be right back with the show.
Think about it, there must be higher love down in the heart and in stars above.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.
Enlightening, humorous, and compassionate. Listen live to The Kelly Ballard Show, insight and inspiration from the great beyond. Kelly is a 4th-generation medium and intuitive who covers topics ranging from grief, spirit guides, and listening to your intuition. Kelly can help you get answers and guidance from the other side with a little bit of humor and a lot of healing. Tune in to The Kelly Ballard Show, Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Time here on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
Tune in to Lucid Planet Radio with Dr. Kelly Neff. This hit show will illuminate your senses and empower you beyond your daily stressors and hardships. Renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly will captivate you with far-reaching topics and amazing guests as you wake to the greatest version of yourself. Learn to tap into your intuitions, think critically about our world, heal emotional and psychological wounds, and follow your passions to live your dreams. The Lucid Planet. Welcome home. Visit lucidplanetradio.com for more information.
Doctor loves quickies. Mary's about ready to give love the shove, 'cause no matter what she tries, guys don't know that she's alive. To turn guys on, she needs to turn on those green lights, nonverbal cues that say, over here. Most guys won't approach unless they're cleared for landing. So ladies, to kickstart your love life, turn on those green lights and flash your pearly whites. I'm Dr. Jamie Turndorf of AskDrLove.com.
Wondering how to play the game of life and actually win? Stop wondering and start winning the game of life with the unique, incomparable Lynn Brown. Lynn takes everyday aspects of life and infuses them with the magic of soul and passion to help others. She wants to help you next. Lynn offers a myriad of spiritual healing, from chakra clearing, aura healing, to even corporate and business readings. Bring your game face and visit letter R, letter U, intuit.com or call 844-letter-B, Intuit.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Falling behind in what could be. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love.
I love that song. I love the way that goes. Yeah. But I also like the Stevie Winwood version of that song, Higher Love. What do I love about that version of that Stevie Winwood? It's Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. I'm getting off a little bit. Dr. Linda Salvin is in the house. Dr. Linda, before we go to the phones, and again, they're all filled, and I want to just say to everybody out there, just give us a minute. As we clear these lines, we will give out the phone number again. So just be patient with us right here. Please tell us a bit more, if you would, about the candles, because now I've heard you mention them a couple times.
Let's
be
talk. More than happy to.
Yeah.
In 1999, when I was on the radio, I was dating somebody, and I wanted more. So I knew one person who was a psychic that had candles, and I did her candles, and nothing happened. Then I went to this local store here in Los Angeles, and I did the candles, and nothing happened. Then one of my clients said, you got to go talk to this guy, Michael. He can help you with this candle. So I went down to this store in downtown LA, and I bought one candle to have some influence on somebody I was dating, and it worked. I couldn't believe that this emotional breakthrough took place. So I went back. I said, why does this work? He explained that he's been doing this since it's been in his family for 3,000 years, and he just passed it on to me, and he wanted to teach me how to do candle magic. No. I was afraid of this stuff because I thought it was dark and negative and too manipulative and all that. And he said he was only going to teach me about the oils and how I can help people since I'm a psychic on radio. So I came on the air one night, and I had learned about a candle set to bring in money, to remove bad luck, and to open up the love life. So I put it on the air very sheepishly. It was scared, not knowing what to expect. Came home to 25 orders. Wicks of Wisdom was born, and that was 1999. It is now 2015, and the candle line has been on television on different cable channels. We did an infomercial back in 2008 with Kris Jenner. And that was before she got Keeping Up with the Kardashians, of which she got the title of that show from us doing the infomercial. And the candles are 3 candles with essential oils, herbs, powders, and parchment paper. And what it is each set, like love, which is called soulmate power, or money and success, to help open doors to achieve more money, get a raise, pass an exam. We have good luck power, which removes blocks, obstacles, negativity, curses, bad luck. We have health and wellness to enhance self-worth, self-esteem, get rid of certain diseases, which I can't really say it on the air legally, but we have had amazing testimony. And there's legal candles and peaceful home candles, anything to help change the environment on a spiritual level and to improve your life. And they take about 3 weeks to burn. It's like if you're making banana bread, lasagna, and Caesar salad. You have different ingredients for different foods with different recipes. It's the same thing with candle magic. There's a certain formula or recipe per set. I've done all the research. I package it all together. You become the alchemist. You participate in your spiritual growth, and you watch things happen. Got to be patient, but you will see change.
I love it. Thank you so much for that. And
Sure.
What's the website?
LindaSalvin.com. And then you just click on Wicks of Wisdom. It's all there, LindaSalvin.com. And you can go to YouTube and see the infomercial with Kris Jenner under Wicks of Wisdom.
Awesome. Mr. Benny, who do we have?
Mary from Seattle. Welcome to the show, Mary.
Hi, Mary. We didn't forget you.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. So Dr. Linda's got a few things to say to you.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What is it that you're struggling with on a spiritual level that you feel like it's kind of like a spiritual burp, like you're trying to grow and attain a new level of your closeness to your God and the higher powers out there, but you seem to be stuck on, like, if there's a 10-step staircase, you're stuck on level 2 or 3. What are you struggling with?
I think it's letting go of a relationship that ended, about 1.5 years ago.
Okay, so you're still shackled to the energy where it's kind of got like a ball and chain around your foot where you want to ascend and go forward, but you're still in the pain of it and some of the grief of it. And also there's a little bit of missing, like, did you do the right thing, and should I have done this, because you're lonely. But he was one of your soulmates, which is one of the topics of this show, but he wasn't the soulmate for you. There's a lot of past life energy with this, which is why there's residue and why you haven't been able to move on. That's what I do in the healing work. I release you from that so that you can be free to go on to your next one. That's what I just was talking about before the commercial break with the 2 women who called me in the last few weeks. One's 62 years old, the other 79. So it doesn't matter how old we are, but the longer we wait, the more residue there is within our body. That's part of what's going on, but I think you're also struggling to see how God really works in your life.
Awesome.
That sounds right, and it's helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, give me a call off the air. I'd be more than happy to redirect you. If you're ready for a new love life, I would do Good Luck Power and Soulmate Power Attract. You'll see what goes on. It'll remove a lot of the old stuff and bring in the new. Because you're not on the soulmate path yet.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Mr. Benny.
All right, let's travel. Let's stay local. We'll take Bill calling in from Seattle. Bill, welcome to the show. What's up?
Hey, Bill.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Hi, hey, Bill.
Just have some general.
Yeah.
Hello.
Go for it.
Just have some general questions about my health overall. I was diagnosed with diabetes many years ago, but I haven't paid much attention to it, and I know I should, but that's the way it is.
Well, diabetes, when you're diabetic, it's the pancreas that has to work extra hard to secrete the sugars because it overproduces. Because when, like Louise Hayes would talk about, who's one of the biggest healers on the planet with regards to metaphysics and getting into the body, you're lacking sweetness in your life. So there's a lot of bitterness and a lot of anger, a lot of remorse, a lot of regret, a lot of sorrow that you're not dealing with on an emotional and spiritual level that's going into your body, especially throughout the pancreas. And in order for you to be more healthy, and it's not just eating less, like no sugars and processed foods, but you need to take responsibility for your health, because without health you don't have life, and you don't want to be sicker as you get older. But it's a lot of the pancreatic secretions that are going on within you that is imbalancing you, which is why you're moody.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Well, that's why they call me Metaphysical Master. I get it very quickly.
Yes.
The health within you, if you don't take care of it, I'm getting liver, kidney, pancreas, all of your organs can shut down earlier than necessary if you don't start changing your diet and start exercising. And a lot of people get lazy. When you get a disease and it's labeled and it's diagnosed, you need to take care of it. And most people go into denial. So I think you need to come out of that denial. You would do really well with the health and wellness power candles. And then I also have an herbal company that I work with that helps to regulate the blood sugars that would bring down the diabetic levels so that you would be more stable. So I have opportunities for you. If you want to call me off there, I'd be more than happy to get you on the right path.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Awesome. Thank you. Wow. Let's keep going to the phones. Might as well do it.
Perfect. 800-930-2819 is the number for the Dr. Pat Show and your reading today. 800-930-2819. Jackie, are you there? Welcome to the show.
Jackie.
Oh, I'm here. Hi, Dr. Pat. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Jackie.
What up today?
I'm just checking in to see the age-old question, if there's something new in my love life coming.
All right, Dr.
What's your
Linda.
birthday, Jackie?
3/7/1950.
You want a love life, but you're very happy in your single world, okay? There's a part of you that's very independent, and there's a part of you that really doesn't have the need I think you have the need to fulfill the loneliness and want a companion, but I don't know that you want a marriage. I don't know that you want the full companionship and commitment. There's a duality going on here where you want it, you're looking for it, but you're not really pursuing it.
That's right on the money. But I think that I want to change that. I want. I'm happy, alone. But
no, of course,
at this
I understand
point,
that.
I'd really like to find
I've never
somebody.
spoken to you before, and that's how I'm reading you.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it won't happen or change in the future. But the way you are is that you want a relationship, but yet you're not doing anything to attract that relationship.
I guess I don't know how to do it anymore.
Well, like I've been talking, I get it through people, especially our generation. It's a lot more difficult and everything's online. I personally am not a big favor of online dating. But when it's time for a true soulmate, you've got to be mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally ready to bring in the other part of you. And a soulmate will have 2 or 3 aspects that will blend, and a twin will have all 4, or at least 3 to maybe 4, so that there's a full challenge and a full piece of the puzzle that's met. You're still growing there's still stuff mentally that you're working through, and on an emotional level, I don't know that you even know what you want. This is where I come in. If you have a reading with me, I can help you with it. I could do the healing work. I could get you into the candles. You'll have a love life by the end of the year if you work with it.
Yeah. And part of this is really being in this place of stuff that's, that you're carrying around.
Yep.
The baggage you're carrying around that you don't even know you're carrying around.
It's like the universe wants to give you, but you're stuck in the corral.
Right. Yeah. One of the famous things we hear a lot, Jackie, is, I am too old. That too old thing. That is killing more people's love lives than anything else. Even though we don't say it out loud, we start to think it. We watch the commercials, all of the above. And, and that's what Linda can help with. Because unless you clean out the closets of that stuff, it shows up everywhere.
Right, and the candles, that's why the candles are so magical, because people who can't find a soulmate or a partner or even get a date start dating, and everything changes because the energy, it's like what you're doing with the oils and herbs is you're giving God an offering, and the flame is where God said, let there be light. You're giving a prayer into the flame, and the universe goes out and works on the subconscious, and the needs are met. I wouldn't be doing this since 1999 if it didn't work.
Yeah, and
if you really want help, give me a call.
Yeah, and the other thing too is, get underneath why, if the deal is going on about online dating. Well, we're in the 21st century. That's where we are right now. People are not necessarily going to the bars. Well, some people might be, but generally speaking, the landscape has changed. And even if that's not going to be something that is, making your heart sing, the act of doing it. When I decided to do it about 3 years ago and actually did it, what I realized was I let go of a bunch of baggage. We're going to take a short break. Talking about baggage. We're going to take a short break, Jackie. For those of you out there who may be able to take in a couple more calls when we come back. I know a bunch of you are trying to call in. 1-800-930-2819. Look forward to hearing from you. We'll be right back.
Yes, I be your woman. Yes, I be your baby. Yes, I be whatever that you tell me when you're ready. Yes, I be your girl. Forever your lady.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.
How confident do you feel about your retirement? Ask Ameriprise financial advisor Jeff Packman about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach. Together, you and Jeff can break down retirement planning step by step to get to the real answers you need. Call Jeff Packman, financial advisor, today at 425-453-0272. Office is located at 601 108th Avenue Northeast, Suite 1800 in Bellevue, Washington, 98004. The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member of FINRA and SIPC.
You got attitude? Keys to the rescue. Adjust your attitude with Keys Clear Protein Waters. So refreshing. Just a few sips of Keys will give you a whole new outlook, thanks to 22 grams of the happiest protein on earth. Tongue-tingling tasty without the guilt of naughty or nasty ingredients. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, maybe you need to drink too. Put a little in your attitude with Keys Protein Water on Amazon or at Keys, Kees, please.com.
Sky Siegel co-hosts one of today's most popular psychic shows, Angels and Answers, with Artie Hoffman, as she communicates healing messages from the spirit world. These messages can be astounding, enlightening, and life-changing. Born with the God-given talent of inner guidance and the amazing ability to heal, Sky has healed thousands of people. Schedule a reading with Sky now. Call 908-500-1474 and visit skyofangels.com.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners, award-winning host Dr. Pat Baccili is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery and powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com. That's THEDRPatshow.com for listening times in your area.
Hi, I'm Leslie Fontaine with Sheer Alchemy on Transformation Talk Radio. And here's your tip of the week. When we own our own responsibility, we're choosing to own our choices, our energy, our day, our jobs, our relationships. It's a tall order. And what difference does that make? Well, plenty. We're choosing to look within, to change agreements within ourselves, to keep our energy field clean, and to upgrade as needed to make choices that are authentic to us. This shifts our language. We no longer blame others. We're no longer victims of our circumstances. So if we don't get paid abundantly or loved abundantly, let's look within and ask, where am I not honoring myself? Where am I not loving myself? Let's change the agreement. Let's get real with what's in place, forgive ourselves and others, and shift into our new life. Visit me at lesliefontaine.com or call me at 678-665-3366. Let this be the last day that you choose to look outwardly and look within.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Yes, you be the boss, and yes, I be respecting whatever that you tell me, cause it's game you be spitting.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Hey, I got to give a shout out to Brian, Benny. Got to give a shout out to Mr. Brian over at WBL.
What's going on? What's going on over there?
He just wanted to make us aware. Yes, that is absolutely right. He said, Higher Love, Steve Winwood did the original version. Brian, you're the man.
I could have told you that.
But he keeps us in check.
Oh, okay. I see
he does. He keeps us in check. Did you know Brian has his own music show that he does?
I now know.
He does his own music show.
All right, well, tell him to send some stuff our way.
Yeah, come on, Brian. You got to let us know when you do that show so we could pick that puppy up. Everybody welcome.
He's a rocker guy, though. Isn't he?
He's
like
he is. The older rock songs. He does that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He gets right in my groove. For those of you out there, Dr. Linda Salvin joining us here today. Linda, before we go to the phones, before we go to Christy, one more time, tell folks again what they can do to schedule a full reading. These are mini.
Sure.
And your website and everything else.
Sure, you could book an appointment for 15, 30, 40, or 60 minutes for a reading, 35 to 45 minutes on a healing, and anywhere from a half an hour to an hour for channeling, which is communicating with the other side to give you comfort, communication, and closure. And it's all at lindasalvin.com, LindaSalvin.com, or just call my toll-free voicemail at 888-509-1077.
I love it. Now, let's go to the phones, Mr. Benny.
All right, Christy from Bothell should round out our hour. Christy.
Hi, Christy from Bothell. Hi. How are you?
Hi there. Well, I'm good. My question is, maybe Linda could pick up. I seem to worry and get stressed out a lot about my adult children's problems become mine, and I, solve it, and then health issues with my husband. I just get upset. I just kind of a worry wart.
All right.
Well, part of it's codependency, and part of it is your addictive personality as to wanting to be in control and to fixing things. And I work with a lot of addicts with regards to relationships or drugs and alcohol and food and all sorts of things. Mm-hmm. And I can teach you how to separate that so that it's not such a dedicated, time-consuming activity of yours, and I can teach you how to switch the gears so that the channels in your own head don't play the same tapes. Like, everybody will be fine if you don't fix everything, and yet at the same time it's normal to worry because you're a mother. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that it sounds like you're taking a little too much of your energy and putting it into the wrong area, and you need to just learn how to fine-tune it. And that's what I do on a spiritual level to help you understand the balance and harmony in your own life so that you've got that balance and harmony where you don't feel so pulled in 9 different directions.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's and you understand this, right, Christy, that this is the kind of thing that we drag around with us for multiple lifetimes sometimes. And it sounds like you're ready to do something about it now.
Yeah, all I have to do is tweak a little bit of it, explain a little to you, and give you some tools on how you can use things on a daily basis. And probably within 2 weeks or less, you're going to have a handle on it where you're going to feel so much more enlightened. And enlightenment is letting go, lightening up. So you just want to have a little bit more enlightenment in your life so that you see more of the freedom as opposed to feeling so shackled, tied down, or victimized by all this.
Right. Okay.
That's what I do. Give me a call at 888-509-1077. I'll be glad to help you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Well, what a great show, Linda. I know that the time just goes by so very quickly. It just really zips on by. And so I wanted to just get back to our topic, if we could, that we, talked about today. And bring us back to the importance of spirituality in the 21st century.
Just like when I was first opening up after the plane crash in 1981, I had no clue. I knew that there was a God, and I knew that there was a God's will versus my will. And one of the ways that I really put it together, and I'm going to say this little poem, which I think will give people an idea on how I see God, which will help them understand metaphysics without being religious, because it's not about religion. And what spirituality is just there on the planet. Religion is man-made. And it says, God, are you real? The child whispered, God, speak to me, and a meadowlark sang. The child did not hear, so the child yelled, God, speak to me. And the thunder rolled across the sky, but the child did not listen. The child looked around and said, God, let me see you. And a star shone brightly, but the child did not notice. And so the child shouted, God, show me a miracle. And a life was born, but the child did not know. So the child cried out in despair, touch me, God, and let me know you are here. Whereupon God reached down and touched the child, but the child brushed the butterfly away and walked away unknowingly. So it's like anything else in life. It's all right there. We just don't see it, or if we think we see it, we don't know what to do with it and how to incorporate it in our lives. It's like there's totems on a daily basis. You might see the butterfly, which is what I watch for, which is a wink from God to give me confirmation. You might have a certain bird. You might have an animal like a bear. You might have a praying mantis show up at your doorstep. Every little piece of the universe has a message. I've been finding feathers lately. My house has been on the market for sale, but I keep getting stay and nurture the home. So I took it off the market. There's messages for timing. There's prayer. There's meditation. There's definitely listen to your intuition. There is creative writing. There's watching if it's God's will versus your will. A coincidence is God acting anonymously, and God's rejection is God's protection. When you take it simply enough to understand how the universe works, you're going to become more whole on the mind, body, spirit, and a lot of the problems are going to dissipate and fall to the wayside where you become stronger.
I love it. What a great show. Take a moment and let folks know the best way for them to schedule time with you. And I know you're offering discounts, and that's really sweet.
I am. Not everybody can afford my rates, but I've been doing it for so long, and I do have the credentials. That if you go to lindasalvin.com, LindaSalvin.com, you can order online, and then I'll call you back personally to set your appointment, or just call me toll free at 888-509-1077. Speak slowly so I can hear your name and your phone number. It's only a voicemail. I do not hear that number ring. That's 888-509-1077, or click on lindasalvin.com.
I love it. Thank you so much, Linda, for a fabulous show. Benny, thank you. We're going to take a short break, everyone. And when we come back, we got more. We got more coming at you Why? Because you actually asked for more. And we are here to serve everybody. I love what I do, and I love all of you. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.